All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome to another community fortress. This one's going to be something. You'll see what I mean once we get in there. But if you would like to send in a fortress for me to have a look at on this show, you can do that via my Discord server. There's a link down in the description of this video. Simply join the DF Safe sharing room and do what everybody else has been doing. This fortress was sent in by Nutwick, and it goes by the name of Winebolted. Now, Winebolted is, something. Now, they do state in their description of the fortress they used DF hack extensively, and that the fortress is best viewed in stone sense. Now, during this portion of the video, I will attach a few screenshots of stone sense, and then we're going to go look at the video itself. I'm also going to show some 3D renders of the fortress at the end, which were lovingly provided by one of my community members over on the Discord using Voxuristi, which is a little piece of software I did a video on a couple of weeks ago. Now, this fortress is, well, as you can see on the screen, it's something, right? There's a lot going on here. When it was posted on my Discord, my response was just "Good Lord," because there's a. Let's just take a look at the fort. So when we get into this fort, I personally will consider this like a sandbox mode fortress because they're using a DF hack probably to create things, to dig, to do all sorts of stuff. The fort's only 5 years old, and I don't think this amount of construction is even possible in the vanilla game in 5 years. So keep that in mind. It's a very long map. I'm just going to kind of fly through it real quick. It's a very long map. Partially on an evil biome, with one of the craziest volcanoes I've ever seen. It's raining human blood everywhere, which is, you know, delicious and lovely. Who doesn't like that? And because it's such a long embark, the map is kind of, well, it's trying. It's trying its best. I would be nice to it if I were you. So we'll do our best to kind of overview all of the main layer constructions, but honestly, I think that the screenshots from Stone Sense kind of are going to do it more justice than I'm going to be able to. So we have this kind of front entryway here, which takes a right over into this area, which is a massive guild hall with a bunch of bedrooms kind of around the edge of the massive guild hall. If we move up a layer, it's kind of a repeat and then a repeat and then a repeat. And then this kind of just turns into a point, which would take 1 billion years to dig out without DF hack, but pretty sure they just summoned this into existence, quite frankly. Looks really, really cool and aesthetically interesting looking. But my God, like, holy hell. So this area, I think, is supposed to be like the guest zone, which has this, you know, this tavern down at the bottom. And this kind of guests area is the only area that non-fortress members are allowed in. Now here, they're almost impossible to decipher, but this and this are two giant statues of dwarves, as seen in the initial Stone Sense screenshots. Or I assume they're dwarves. Swords up front, and then arms holding the swords, and then all the way up to the top. I'm wondering if this is a DF hack stencil for the pre-cutting stuff, because I'm not actually totally sure. I'm assuming it is. So something I would do if I was building this is I would have had this ramp, because this is a what, crystal glass? Yeah, crystal glass upward slope. I would make the crystal glass go all the way to the top personally, but that's just me. Then here there's a whole bunch of cage traps and then enough drawbridges to crush your mother. I don't know where I'm going with this, but enough drawbridges to crush a large army, not just a small army. And then on either side, there are these ballistas, of course. Then if I move over here to the right, we do have this very large barracks. Like huge barracks with 3 squads assigned, of course. And then over here in this nice nutsack here, we have trading, and then another drawbridge that goes down to here, and then down to here, which then goes all the way over to here, which I'm assuming is gonna be some sort of arena, but also seems kind of unfinished. So I'm not sure exactly what that's for. If I move back up, and go back over here, we can see that there's a ramp kind of going down, and there's these crystal glass walkways that then go down into this gargantuanly huge library. Okay, the House of Vestibules. This is humongous, I should add. And then down here, the Vault of Armories, the Palace of Portals. These don't have any books in them, from what I can tell. So you gotta go steal some or something. or use DF hack to write some books. And then there's this. These are all separate guild halls kind of around the edge. I love how even the camera just starts to look off because of how big this fort is. I need to zoom in. And then we've got bedrooms. Of course, these bedrooms have gold cabinets, beds, and bismuth bronze tables, and adamantine thrones because why not? All of these walls are made out of platinum, and they're all detailed. So extraordinarily valuable. And then there's this area, which I think has notable figures in it, although these might just be random dudes. This is a gigantic tavern. This might be the biggest tavern I've ever seen in Dwarf Fort. Yeah, actually, this is the biggest tavern I've ever seen in Dwarf Fort. So this is just one humongous tavern, which is kind of funny because, like, in the old days, the advice was always make your taverns as small as possible, so the dwarves would group up and make friends. But now they just naturally clump together. It was a patch from a couple of versions before Premium came out, where Tarn made dwarves clump together so that they make friends. There's a forced bath, complete with misting generator before you go in and out of the tavern. I'm actually curious to see what this fort runs at. I'm gonna unpause it for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, and we'll see. Okay, it runs. For its scale, it runs decent enough. Like, damn. So we've got this absurd layer over here, which is hard to even parse because there's so much going on. We've got offices and the usuals. Over here, we just have a very large dungeon. I really like dungeons that use bars. I don't find myself using them that much because, like, they still count in stocks, and because I play, like, practically vanilla generally. It's kind of annoying to keep track of the number of bars I actually have versus how many are in construction, so I don't usually use them that way. We have some dining halls around here that are assigned to wealthy dwarves, and I'm assuming those just kind of keep going. And then over here we have a beautiful hospital. Man, I wouldn't want to, like, stand on those floors because they're glass, so, like, imagine, like, having to go below that. But wait, there's more. We have a massive temple, one layer above that whole previous layer. Temples galore all the way through the center here. I'm assuming one to every god. And then, like those guild halls that I pointed out earlier. And then even more bedrooms, except these ones have bloodthorn floors, which, by the way, my favorite floor pattern in the game. Just saying. And then from here in this, and also they were very kind that, you know, these are bloodthorns, so they don't sit in their bedroom and look up and see dwarves wearing a dress and be like, oh, bye. Down here we have this, which feels like something I would have built in Long Death, which was a fortress that I kept alive for 400 something years because I was bored. But in reality, I'm pretty sure that this is just a giant spiral. Then as we move down a little bit, we can see that the volcano's been edited somewhat, and I have no idea, genuinely. And then down here, I also have no idea. I'm assuming, yeah, it's just it's the front kind of area, which is a few layers deep. And then from what I can tell, that's most of it. Let's just move down. Yeah, it goes down through the cavern layers. There's this little stairwell right here. It goes down, 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 to down here. To where they're fiddling around in the hidden fun stuff. But, yeah, no, this fort is something. I don't really know how to address it because it's so absurd. And it's like just look at the scale of this. Also, there's this whole thing, by the way. This is, I'm assuming plans to flood stuff. I'm not entirely sure, but, yeah, I guess you could, oh, I see. You can use this to flood this area. All right, well, I'm not sure what that's for, but it's just the absurdity of all of it. I mean, look at how big this space is. Like, it's not possible to do this without DF hack. This massive build area that just kind of fades into view. If I were to really criticize anything, it's like this top area doesn't have any roofs on it. So I would go in and, like, since you're summoning stuff into existence with DF hack anyway, I would go around and just give all these roofs, give this like a dome or something, like fill this all in and do that. Let's see what it looks like in ASCII too, because naturally we need to do that. I mean, come on. Yeah, no, like this is rad. This isn't something I would ever build because I don't play the game this way, but as a creative mode fort, like just, how do you not like respect this at the very least? I mean, look at this. God, it's I don't even have anything to say. It's just absurd. This fortress is absurd. And congratulations, you've stumped me because I don't even know how to respond to this. This fortress is absurd. If you'd like to see more fortresses, probably not like this, but if you would like to see more fortresses, check out my YouTube channel. I got a huge playlist of these. And if you would like to see more Dwarf Fortress than you could reasonably watch in a lifetime, I guess you're in the right place. And if you would like to see my face while I play video games on the internet, go to twitch.tv/BLINDIRL for more, you know, me in video games. I'm going to throw those renders during the credits here so you guys can see them. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.